it out. Nah, it works. It works. It works. All right. So when I'm splitting firewood, and I got these little off pieces, these little offshoots. I'll show you a close up. When I get these little offshoots like this right here, I like to cut them off. So if I can cut these off so that it stacks better, I'll do that. All right. So we got one. I think we got like three. So I just restacked all this stuff right here. We got like three, at least three, that have these little offshoots. And I want to get rid of these offshoots before I split the firewood, because they're going to be in my way when I'm cutting the firewood. And I don't want these annoying offshoots blocking my stacking. Because when I start stacking, I just want to get busy and get to what I came for, you know? All right, so we have one piece. It has like three coming out of there. And then we have one piece coming out of a couple pieces. So we got a big, massive branch coming out of this one log. And then we got a few offshoots that's gonna be a lot quicker and a lot easier to get through. All right, so before we get back to splitting with the axe, because we're using the Council 6 today. So before we get back to splitting with the axe, we get ready to chop off this type of stuff right here. Yeah, all right. We're getting ready to chop off this type of stuff right here before we get back to splitting. So all this stuff that makes it more difficult to stack, all right, we're getting ready to get rid of that. And I'm going to use the reciprocating saw, all right, because that makes easy and quick work of this stuff right here. So let's cut this off. All right, quick work of it. And I ain't gonna lie, the reciprocating saw is one of the most useful tools that I have. I got a lot of power tools, but this reciprocating saw is so versatile and useful, man. I got no complaints, and it's come in handy so many times. Come in clutch. There we go, chopped off another piece. I think this is pretty much good. Let's stack this one right there. Let's knock off this little knob right here. All right, and I'll have y'all know, I had to find out this the hard way. The battery, the type of battery that you choose, all right, makes a huge difference. If you cheap out on the battery, all right, you're gonna have this thing shutting down. It's not gonna have the same power. It's not gonna last as long. And I have found that out the hard way, because I have a few different types of batteries, but this lithium battery that is a lot more expensive. These are like $150 to like damn near $300 for just the battery, but they make a huge difference in output and what you're able to get done in a certain span of time. So don't cheap out on the battery. If you're going to buy something like this, a reciprocating saw, do not cheap out on the battery. The battery makes all the difference in how much work you get done and how many man hours you're going to be spending out there trying to get your job done. All right, so we got this last big piece we're going to chop off, and then we're going to get this splitting wood with the axe. This is a hefty piece right here, real hefty. Yeah, almost there. Getting to it. Just keep working. All right, so I'm gonna bring this more to the edge. All right, so this is a massive piece that I'm taking off with the reciprocating saw. Now, the cheaper batteries that I had before, I still have them. It's not that I still have them. They'll never get through this piece, or it'll take a week to get through this piece. But I'm almost there. I just want to move this to the edge so I'm not like trying to dig into my base piece right here. But this piece is getting ready to come off soon. All right, there we go. We're done. Look like we created a lot of heat in there. I see this thing is smoking. We could have damn near set this on fire. If this was not unseasoned wood, that might have caught fire. Because that's a lot of friction in there. But we got that big, massive piece off of there. So I can split this firewood and it can stack a lot better. You know, I didn't have to do it like that. But look how much heat was in there. We caused a lot of friction. That blade was in there causing a lot of friction. Dan already set this piece on fire, but it's unseasoned wood, so nothing happened. We're good to go. All right. Now this is still going to be a decent piece of firewood. I'm just not going to stack it with the rest. I'm going to stack it with my off pieces. I got a gazillion off pieces, offshoots, off, whatever you want to call them, odd pieces. I got a gazillion of them. All right, and I use those just throwing in my outdoor wood burning stove. And sometimes I don't even wait for it to fully season. I'll just throw it in there and it'll smoke a little bit and then it dries it out and then we just get busy cooking. All right, so let me throw my safety glasses on. All right, so we can get busy. I want to at least try to knock out this stack right here. This is got a big stack going right here. You can't see the whole stacks. I got pallets underneath. All right, I'll be bringing pallets home from the job. So I probably have maybe close to like 15 pallets, and I plan on continuing to stack these pallets down the side of the property. And we have a lot of property to stack this down, so I'm not running out of space anytime soon. Not at all. And I'll show y'all the whole thing. I don't even need this hat. I'll show y'all the whole stack in a little bit if you want to. It's work. All right, but today we're getting a little bit closer to where we're stacking them because I'm usually splitting wood down there and then I gotta touch it again, restack it, and then bring it over here when I could just split it right here and stack it. Split, stack, split, stack. Yep. Okay. All right, so like I said, I just cut this big piece off of here. So this is definitely not a straight up and down grain. So I'm going to chop around it and then try to get off what I can. And then we're just going to split the rest the best we can and see what we get. All right, we try to get off all the cuts we can. And we're working with Council 6 right here. It's a 6-pound splitting axe, which is a very heavy axe. All right. My Council 5 is currently needing repairs. I'm getting ready to rehang that axe. So the Council 6 is what we're working on right now. All right, good split. That was a good split right there. So this is going to be the tough piece right here, trying to split. So I'm going to aim if we can see if we can just get another chunk off of here, and then that last piece will be decent enough. Let's see if we can split this one. Let's see. We got it. Nailed it. All right, so this other piece right here, it's gonna be super difficult to split that because the grain is not straight. It's going sideways and then it's going straight. That's gonna be super tough to split. So I'll stack it just like that. And we splitting and then picking up our work and stacking at the same time. So we're not creating a ton of extra work for ourselves by having to move it to a different location. And yeah, I stack my wood out here and just split, stack, split, stack, split, stack. All right, and it's like Legos, just kind of stacking it, putting stuff where it best fits. All right, we got another piece right here, and we're gonna continue to build. But this is visible from the road, so some of the people that pass by, they gonna see this stuff, and it's gonna be like advertisement. I already had a guy stop, and he's like, "Yo, seen you outside. Yo, I've been they drove by a few times. I've been waiting to catch you outside. Look, I see you got that firewood out there. How much for that firewood?" And I don't even have a sign out there, and they start offering money. All right, I got my first sale already. My first sale was a $200 sale. All right, let's split this big piece. All right, so before we get to the smaller pieces, all right, I just want y'all to see the difference in wood. So I got a ton of the wood that's a lot bigger in diameter. All right, so I got most of the wood that I have. I'll see if I can get over here. Most of the wood that I have is this diameter right here, and then this little pile right here is mostly this diameter. So just so y'all can see the difference, because it's hard to tell. All right, so this little pile right here looks like this, but most of the other wood like that I have that I'm splitting for firewood right here looks like this big piece right here. So it's a lot of work, but it is what it is. And I only have a 20-inch Husqvarna chainsaw, so 20-inch bar. So it's gonna be a lot of work getting through pieces like this. All right, and my round that I'm splitting on top of is maybe about half the size of this one. So I'm just gonna drop this one on the ground and split it right on the ground before we get to some of these smaller pieces. All right, oh, it fell on its own anyways. All right, before we get to this, let's see what we're talking about in the comments. All right, we're using a Council 6 axe today. All right, let's see what we're talking about. Y'all got good audio, visuals? All right, hi, Brian there. Okay, Brian Maxey, what's going on? Appreciate you for stopping by. I don't remember before. Chichester ref is guy who trenched the ground, fetched the, I don't know what he's talking about. Specular Rich, man, what's going on? Man, my dude, he's always tapping in. Specular Richie. All right, what kind of wood? So what kind of wood? This is predominantly oak. Predominantly oak. All right, all this stuff you see right here that looks like this right here. All right, it's got a little bit of fungus on the outside. This is an oak tree that I just had cut down. I didn't have it cut down. The power company had it cut down maybe about a week ago. These pieces were cut down, and then a lot of this other stuff is white oak, red oak, and maple. All hardwood, but predominantly oak. White oak, red oak, and then there's a little bit of black locust and maple. So, but still all hardwood. All hardwood. We're not working with any softwood. All right. So all hardwood, all good stuff. It's going to take a while to break down. It's going to take a while to season. All right. Might take a couple years to season. So that's why we definitely need to get to it and break it down and process it as quickly as we can. So let's see if I can I'm definitely going to knock this stack off. I got to knock this stack off tonight. All right, so let's get to this big piece right here. Come on, let's work. And I got a few of these big pieces like this that are already cut, but some of them throw knives at. So if you're new to this channel, go check out my shorts. I do knife throwing, but I'm making a whole new knife throwing setup. So I'm saving some of these bigger pieces that are very wide in circumference, and I'm cutting them thin, and I'm setting up something nice. So if you haven't seen my shorts, go check out my shorts. But As far as long form or lives, we're gonna be splitting the wood, not throwing knives at it. Come on, let's work. Getting there. Cut this one down the middle. There we go. Got a piece off. Got a piece off. Come on. Count that. Got a piece off of there. If I ain't got to throw an axe at it again, we count that. So 2 pieces off, count it, stack it, and keep moving. All right. The bark, a lot of the bark I just put to the side because the bark dries quick, and we use that for throwing in the wood burning stove outside and cooking outside with it. All right, let's come from this angle. There we go. Split that. Nice. Good piece of firewood. And stack it. Okay. Split it. Stack it. We're gonna hit this one again. Beautiful. Beautiful firewood. Okay. Splitting and stacking. Splitting and stacking. Let's work. Keep working. I'm gonna hit this one this way. Chop this one in half. Let's go this way. Nice. Got a nice few pieces right there. All right. Some of them flew far, but we're gonna split this one first. These things are flying. Damn. I don't know if I should lay this one down. Let's split that and then split it again. All right. Keep this laid down. Layer down. Beautiful. I'm gonna lay this one down too. And then we're gonna hit this one again. All right, let's work. They all don't need to be stood up, man. I think it's more conventional to see firewood split and stood up and split, but you know, I see a lot of value in laying them down. You know, when it's convenient, laying them down, we get a lot more accuracy, we get a lot more output in the firewood as far as like how much we're able to process in a certain span of time. All right, so let's keep stacking this. Stacking some good firewood. Can't wait to see what this is looking like next year. How much lighter, how much weight is reduced off of this firewood by the end of summer next year, because wood burning stove, indoor wood burning stove is the goal. I have a wood burning stove that I've been cooking with outside, outdoors, all right, to reduce the amount of heat in my house so that we can reduce the amount of air conditioning that we need, so that we can reduce our electricity bill, because energy costs are increasing, and if I don't have to pay it, I don't want to pay it, right? I don't have to. Work. 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 Come on. Chipping away at this. Breaking her down. Break her down. All right. Come on, pick your pocket. Pick your pocket. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Work. Come on. I want to say count that piece. I want to. I can get it off, but let's hit it again. Come on. That's a lot of firewood for that one round. I'll tell you, for real. But before we finish busting down this round, let's hit some of these other pieces again, and we get to store them right on top, because some of these need to be broken down more. Work. Come on. I'll check the comments in a minute. Come on. Work. Bust them again. Putting that work in. It's a lot of firewood for one round. All right, so I was just at the grocery store, right? And out my way, grocery store, Stop and Shop. They sell firewood. Grocery store, around my way, ShopRite. They sell firewood. And guess what? These pieces that I'm chopping right here, some of them packages, you get like 6 to 12 pieces for about 13 bucks. Check that out. And I got all this for the free 99 because I was willing to process it. Put that work in. Not paying a dime, right? Come on. Let's pick this up. Chop and stack, chop and stack. Stack your firewood. You know, in the firewood community, I see the term touches a lot. You don't want to touch your firewood too many times, which simply means, you know, if you're having to split it, pick it up, move it, touch it again, move it, touch it again, move it, giving it to the customer, whatever the case may be. If you're trying to be profitable, you're trying to make this a business, you don't want to have to touch it too many times because touches equate to man time or hours, minutes, and time is money. So less touches, the more profitable you can be. All right, so I just eliminated a step in which me chopping it right here eliminates a step which decreases the amount of touches. So me chopping it closer to where I'm going to stack it equates to less touches. All right, so I mean, I didn't make the term up. This is a term that's already familiar and being applied to the firewood industry. How many, you know, especially if you're selling firewood, how many touches? So if you can make it like, I think the least amount of touches I see people talking about are like 2 or 3 touches. If you can touch the firewood no more than 3 times, that's good. If you can touch it only 2 times, even better. All right. So the amount of touches makes the difference in profitability. I'm not being too nitpicky. All right. I'm out here putting in work with the axe. So I'm really not even in that category yet because I don't have a hydraulic splitter. All right. Let's see what we talking about. What we talking about? All right. What kind of wood? I said, ooh, grow some mushrooms on it. All right, somebody said grow some mushrooms on it. We got mushrooms growing on it, just not the good kind of mushrooms, not edible. You know, some of this wood, we got mushrooms growing on it. And I got a piece right here, an older piece. And you can see, if that person that said that, you can see mushrooms growing on wood. Mushrooms definitely like to grow on wood. All right, I definitely didn't inject mushrooms like pink oyster mushrooms, blue oyster mushrooms. I look forward to doing it, and I got a few pieces that I'm gonna inject with the mushroom spores. All right, but this is wild mushroom right here that's growing on an older piece of wood, and I'm not stacking it in there. So I saw the mushroom growing, and I'm like, man, we can't put that with the rest of it because I don't want mushroom growing on all the wood. Because when we start burning it, I don't want mushroom spores, mushroom fumes, any of that stuff getting in the air and we ingesting it. So the stuff that starts to grow mushrooms, I'll burn it, but I'll burn it outdoors to where I'm not breathing in the smoke and the flue is bringing it higher in the air, so I'm not ingesting it. But indoors, I'm not risking it. So the stuff that has mushrooms on it, I just throw it to the side. That's the older stuff that I procured from other places. The stuff that the wood that you see right here that doesn't have any mushrooms on it, this is stuff that I procured from tree felling companies, and they were happy to give it to me. They were glad to bring over this wood because they paid it to get rid of it. And I was like, man, look, check this out. I'm gonna save a step for both of us. All right, I'm not gonna have to pay for the wood, and you're not gonna have to pay to get rid of it. Just drop it at my house. Just drop it at my house. I'll send you a picture. Send me a picture, and write me a text saying that you allow me to dump this wood there. I said, man, dump it. I got land, and I want to get rid of the grass. So we got wood chips over the grass. We're growing food, and then we're dropping wood here for our wood burning stove so that we can be a lot closer to being self-sustainable. If things hit the fan, I'm not gonna use a cuss word, but if things hit the fan, we have energy to heat our home. We have food that we have growing that we're storing, we're canning, and we're growing survival gardens. So a lot of winter squash and things that will keep for a long time. Glass gem corn and winter squash, things that will keep for a long time, years, with no refrigeration or any of that. And learning canning. All right, let's go. Let's work. All right, let's go time. Enough talking. Let's work. Come on. We gotta get through this stack. Beautiful. Come on, work. Pick your pockets. Like I said, pick your pockets. Know where you're gonna hit. Get that out the way. Come on, get out my way. Beautiful. Come on, let's work. Again. Again. Gotta get my axe out of there. Come on. All right, come on. Yeah. So we're getting down to the nitty gritty now. So this was a massive round right here. It might be getting a little knotty on the inside, but we'll get through it. We're gonna get through it. There we go. That's work. All right. Ate through that and dug into the ground. Got soil on our axe. It's all good. Work. Ate through that. Come on, let's eat. All right. Got to bring down Thor's hammer now. So I don't have a block to slam it on. So maybe we'll use right here to slam it on top of. But we got to bring down Thor's hammer. See if we can get this split. Come on. Ready? Up. Come on, Thor's hammer. Work. That split. That split. Come on, let's work. Look at that. Eating. This axe is eating. Council 6. Count that. Count that. Y'all hear it? Count it. Count it. Anything else need more splitting? Let's see. That's valid. A lot of valid pieces. This one gotta get hit again. This one right here gotta get hit again. The rest looks valid. Work. Again? Nah, that's valid. Let's hit it again anyways. My bitch. Come on now. Let's work. Let's work. And it's 85 degrees outside still. Come on. That's work right there. Look at that. Count it. All right, let's stack it. We don't want to do too much without stacking, because stacking is going to be a whole project. I was out here stacking from the splitting that I did last night, and I was out here stacking for a while. Like, damn, I could be on live right now, but instead I'm out here still stacking from the work that I put in yesterday, because there's nobody out here to stack this stuff but me. So I got to get it done. All right. Put that work in. Backyard lumberjack, right? That's what lumberjacks do. We put that work in. A stack. And we're going to go check the comments after this stacking this bit. This bunch right here. Come on. And definitely watch how you lift. Lift with your legs. You've heard it before, lift with your legs, not with your back. You've definitely heard it before, but it's important because I tweaked my back one time off of lifting with the back, not the legs. That learned me. All right, don't do what I did. All right, grow your own mushrooms, not softwood. Oh, yeah, all hardwood, yeah. All right, got to give it the old Bucky special. Dude is missing a couple brain cells. Man, he weird, man. What are you talking about? Justify your statement, my man. Oh, never mind. You do it like Bucky already. Good technique, bro. Okay. Already stacked 4 cores last month. Nice. I got a lot of cores stacked. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me messed up. Like I got a ton of wood already stacked. We just stacking more because I got more wood that I still need to get to. All right. So I'll take y'all over here real fast because y'all tuned in. Y'all tapped in. I got all this wood that I still got to get to. So we got a lot of massive rounds, a lot of logs, a lot of stuff that I still got to get to. But don't get me messed up. All right, we got a ton of wood already stacked. We made some cords already. All right, but I got more wood I got to get to. I got a lot of rounds, like you see right there. A lot of rounds that I still got to get to. A lot of wood that I still got to touch. All right, but this right here, we still got to hit this. We still got to process this with the chainsaw, and we still got to get to it. We got to get busy. All right, and I'm planting trees, planting vegetables, doing all the good stuff, doing what we need to do. This right here is going to be our primary. All right, this right here, what you see right here, this is going to be our primary when it comes time to using firewood. This is going to be our primary right here. We're going to be peeling from this and burning it in the house. All right, so this is closer to the house, and we got firewood right there. All right, some of these trees right here, I still got to plant them. They're not planted. All right, but a lot of work to do. All right, but let's get back to it. Back to the task at hand, right? Just wanted to show y'all what's going on, what it's hitting for. All right, we still got a lot of work to do. Let's put that work in. All right, time to move our base round back. Come on, base round. We got our base round back. I only took the base round away because I was cutting rounds that were bigger than my base. That's the only reason I took the base round away, because it gets a little bit awkward when I'm cutting pieces that are twice the size of my base. But right here, it's work time. Time to work. Let's go. It's go time. Hold on, I got a hole in my glove. I'm feeling wood splinters. I'm feeling all type of stuff. Might gotta switch the gloves. Work. Work. Go. Less touches, right? So wherever it falls, we leave it until we're ready to pick it up. Go time. Let's hit this one. Gotta get hit again. Come on. Work. Next piece. Now we're chopping smaller pieces, so it's easier to get through it. Yep. This one gotta get hit again. Good money. Good money. Good money. Come on. Let's hit this piece. We working. Council 6, like I said. 6-pound axe. Do I gotta hit this piece again? Let's lay her down. Lay her down and get her done. Yep. Like clockwork. Let's get through it. That was a beautiful split. That's good firewood. All right, this piece, we're gonna hit it again. From the top. From the top. Oh, that was nice. Count it, right? Count it. Count that. Gotta count it. If I can split it by hand, you still count it. All right, let's go. Yeah, nice. We chipped it. All right, let's go. Yeah. All right, we're putting in work. We are putting in work. Splitting this one in half or get it done. Yeah. Nice. Solid. Solid pieces right there. Got to get through this stack. All right. Before nightfall. Let's go. All right. My bitch. Come on. Split her again. Split her in half. Yeah. This one. In half. In half. Come on. A good axe is essential. A good wooden handle axe is that's at the top of the mountain for me. A good wooden handle axe. All right. If I got my number one preference, if I'm not like, oh, I would like to have a Fiskars for backup and all that other stuff. If we're not talking backups, just I got one axe that I prefer, one axe that I need, one axe as a request to chop up a ton of firewood. And I only get one, and cost is a factor. I'm going with council. And they're not paying me. Nobody's paying me. I'm just happy with their product. I got council 5 and I got council 6. Ah, work. Come on. That one piece is good. Council 5, I've been using that for quite some time. I'm gonna have to rehang that axe though. Ah, okay. Can we count that? Are we counting that? Ah, count it. Count it. Count it, ladies and gents. This one got you hit again, and then the other one. Ah, work. Get off my base. Come on. Ah, ah, work. Let's go. Count it. Ah. There we go. Come on. There we go. Are we gonna hit this one again? Might as well. We don't need to, but we're gonna do it. We want to drive faster. All right, count it. Count it. Count it, folks. Uh-huh. As long as we don't have to pick our axe up again to split it, I call that, it's decent. Count it. All right. Let's see. So we got some of these bigger pieces right here that I've been meaning to get to. All right. So some of these been sitting for not just this 1 week, as some of these other pieces have been sitting. So it should be a little bit easier to bust down. All right. Should be. Still from this year. Still weeks old, maybe like a month old from cutting versus a week, but I should still be able to get through it. Come on. Ah, yeah. Beautiful firewood. Huh? I cracked him, but we aiming for the outside now. Uh-huh. Okay. Now we gotta split that in half. I got a chunk, but we gotta split it in half now. Beautiful. Y'all seen that fly off. Y'all seen it. Another piece. We gotta hit it from the outside now just to chop it off. Yeah. Yeah. Again, another piece from the outside just to chop it off. Yeah. Gas up. Come on. We should be able to get the rest of this the same way. Based on what's left, we should be able to get the rest of this the same way. Come on, good firewood. Let's work. Work. Come on. Last one. Last hit. Ooh, god damn. There's a ton of carpenter ants in there. Gotta make sure they're not crawling all over you, because they bite. They bite. Okay. They bite. All right. When I see that happen, it's time to slow down. Because you get a piece that's infected or infested with a bunch of carpenter ants, they swarm, they'll jump on you. They will jump on you and they bite. And you will feel their bite. Not gonna kill you, it's not poisonous, but they bite. I'll let you know that. If you haven't felt a carpenter ant bite, all right, don't look for it. Don't look forward to it. All right, let's see. Comments. All the girls in this chat hardwood too. I'm sure they do. Let's see. Good technique, bro. Let's see. It would make a fantastic cutting board. He do chopping like me and think same. If can cook meal, save power, two birds, one stone. Okay, $30 a bag. Yeah. All right, this is money. Everything you see right here, right in front of me, that's money. This right here, this work right here, I'm putting in equates to money. That's not bad. 13 most wood here, say 50, $30. He do a great job. Turkey tail, that's good. Mushroom, okay, turkey tail mushroom. Okay, I gotta look into that one. I haven't had that one yet. More chopping, less talk, get after it. Seen guys put logs on a used tire and it all stays together. Okay, now I don't like that method because I got all different sizes of wood round, so I don't like the tire method. All right, put that log on a hard surface and higher, save your back, work smart, not hard. Okay, use your wood log as your base. I usually do, but when I got big rounds, I'm not putting it on a base. I'll chop them right on the ground. If I got massive rounds, I chop them right on the ground. All right, that big round should have been your base. Okay, no, because it wasn't long enough. All right, so it was wide, but it wasn't long enough. Pause. It wasn't long enough for me to use it as my base. That's why I didn't. No splitter, rocket stove. Yeah, I got a rocket stove. I got a tent stove. I got a few different types of stoves. All right, if you watch my content, you'll see it and you'll see it again. You're a beast, buddy, and funny as hell. Have you seen Creepy Guy in the Trees? All right, he who chopped his own wood, heat himself twice. Nice pile. Okay. All right, so got through the comments. I didn't want to have y'all feeling neglected. All right, I know it's not the most entertaining thing to sit here and listen to me read the comments, but I'm one man. I don't have somebody reading my comments to me, so I'm sorry. It is what it is for now. Oh, carpenter ants. God damn it. So we're gonna touch it, and we're gonna touch it quick because these carpenter ants, they don't play. They're not like, what do you call them, fire ants, army ants, I don't know. It's not the same, but they all bite. They all bite. If they feel threatened, like you threatening their home, threatening their environment, threatening something, they will bite. And how do I know that? It's not by research, my man, my ladies and gents. I learned because they bit the hell out of me a few times in one day. And I ain't like that. That's when I found out. I said carpenter ants bite. So I started giving them respect at the same time. I started having to respect them. I said, oh. It's like fighting somebody that you kick their ass, but you don't want to have to fight them again because they lumped you up and made it hell. You won the fight, but they gave you hell. And that's what the carpenter ants do. They're not going to beat you. You're going to be able to still get the job done, but they're going to make you respect them. All right? Yeah, I had to learn the hard way. Don't learn the way that I learned. They learned me that day. Say, I'm out there in the yard, just got a fresh load of arborist mulch. This stuff you see right here, arborist mulch right here, which I'm covering these trees with for now until I plant them, because I just bought them. Just bought a bunch of trees. But yeah, I had a bunch of arborist mulch delivered to the house, and there's carpenter ants all in there, and they swarming, and I'm like, it's just ants. They not gonna do nothing. I'm not worried about no ants, man. We talking about ants. Ants. Yeah, ants learned me fast that day, and the smallest ant in the world, what they say? Something like they can carry like 300 times, I don't know, 100 times, 300 times their own weight and all that other stuff. So they are respectable creatures in life. Don't disrespect the ants because they will violate you and then teach you how to respect them. That's my lesson for today. Respect carpenter ants because they will violate you. They violated me, and they made me respect them. They earned their respect. In one fell swoop, I was like, oh, whoa, bit. I thought a bee stung me. And then, come to find out, I look at the spot where not just one spot, there were a couple spots where I was feeling what felt like bee stings, and I still saw the ants like they were still biting on me. I'm like, God damn. I was just trying to get them off me. That's how I realized it was carpenter ants, because they were still biting me and still gnawing like a pit bull. Like I'm like, oh shit, man, get up! And I ran in the house. I ain't gonna lie, I ran in the house after that. Told my wife all about it. I told on him. Told my wife, like, look, carpenter ants bit me. Carpenter ants bit me. I'm done for the day. I'm done. I'm not doing this no more. I didn't sign up for this. I didn't know carpenter ants bite. I didn't know. You didn't tell me. We ordered this arborist mulch. I didn't know that that's what that entailed. Me getting all bit up. But I got over it. I got over it. All right. Had to man up. Because I ain't gonna lie. All right. I felt some type of way when it happened. When it was happening. Because I was currently getting violated. And the man was like currently trying to bite the hell out of me. But imagine a grown ass man running into the house telling his wife, like, wife, yo, I just got bit by an ant. And she looking at you like, what? Got bit by an ant? What are you? No, they were some broadcast ants. So whatever, judge me as you will. There were some broadcast ants, and they earned my respect. So I don't play with them. Every chance I get, if I see them, I leave them alone. I let them know, respect, back up, give them their space, and don't make them feel threatened. Let them have it. You got it. They like stick-up kids. You got it. I'll live to see another day. Go ahead. Go. You got it. This your lane. I ain't messing with you. Oh, got one right here. Got one right here. If y'all can see that, it's hard to tell because it's on my black glove right here. But yeah, that's a big one right there. I just happened to catch him. But they will violate you. This carpenter ants right there, they will violate you. They will bite the hell out you. They got me umpteen times in one day and learned me fast. Come on, let's chop, let's work. This one's an awkward piece. It's a little bit uneven. If we can make this, I'm trying to make this surface as flat as I can. All right, so I'm chopping uneven. Come on, let's work. It's a lot of ants. God damn. It's a lot of carpenter ants. Ain't no regular ants in there. All carpenter. Come on, let's work. Work. Not a single regular ant in sight. It's like choosing a fight with somebody. You see all big, brolic, muscle head dudes like, like, man, I gotta fight these dudes? Come on. Yeah, these are not regular ants. It's a tough piece to get to. I might have to hit it from the other side, but a lot of ants are coming out. It's an older piece, and a lot of ants are coming out. I can see it's a ton of them. They don't like me disturbing their home. They don't like it. I might have to switch this piece. They don't like it. Come on. It's a knotty piece right here. It's a knotty piece, and it's a home for carpenter ants. Got a chunk off. Come on. Let's work. Work. Come on. If I could bust open their home, they'll get lost. They'll find a new home, but they'll get lost for the time being. Come on. Gotta free my axe. Free my axe. Come on. That's a good one. Come on. Ah. Oh, close, close. Can we count that? Can we count that? Count it. Count it. Count it. All right, let's work. Ah, work. Come on. Can we get the rest of this? Can we get the rest of this piece right here? Come on. Ah, work. Yeah. And this is nasty. It's all type of curved. It's all type of not straight wood. Pause. But let's see if we can get the rest of this. Let's get it. Ah. All right, got to bring down Thor's hammer. It's got to happen. It's got to happen. Come on. Ready? Let's go. Up. Ah. Again. Up. Ah. Again. Up. Ah. Is anything happening? Don't feel like this budging. Little bit. Little bit. Come on. We got at least 3 more strikes probably. Let's go. Ready? Up. Ah. Work. Ah. Ah. Yeah. We caused damage. We definitely caused damage, and we definitely gonna get through this. I caused trauma on that piece right there. Come on. That's trauma. Come on. Finish the job, son. Ah. Finish the job, son. Come on. Ah. Work. And that's the root of it. It's all soft on the inside. That's the root of carpenter ants just eating away at it. Come on. All right, let's finish the job. We got to hit this one again. Come on. Work. Ah, my bitch. Get off of there. Come on. Work. Ah. Come on. One more time. One more time. Ah. Ah. Nasty wood right there. Nasty, knotty pieces. But it all still stacks the same. I tell you, it all still stacks the same. All right, so I buried my axe in my base piece right there, and we're gonna stack some wood. All right, let's clean up this mess, stack this wood, and avoid the carpenter ants because they are the bullies currently. And they are the stick-up kids. And we want to stay away from the bullies and the stick-up kids because they want to undermine the work that we already put in. All right. I call them stick-up kids because the carpenter ants want to eat the wood and you want the wood. Pause. You want to keep it for yourself and they want it. So we fighting over the same product, but you putting in the work and they want to take the work after you don't put the work in. No, 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 no. Same concept for stick-up kids. You put in the work and they come in, swoop in, and just want to steal away your hard-earned work. Oh, all types of ants and bugs. God damn. Come on, hurry up and stack it. Once it's stacked, man, it's out my hair for about a year or two. I'm not worrying about it until it's time to burn it. And I'm gonna bring it in the house in batches. I'm gonna get me a nice little leather, little carrying little thing, carrying bag. It's not a bag, I don't know what to call it. A little thing you put around the arm, leather, and you put about like a bundle, like 5 or 10 or 8 pieces of wood, bring it in the house, throw it right in the stove. Throw it right in the stove, man, ain't got to worry about it. In the winter time, when ain't none of these bugs out here, none of these carpenter ants are worrying about what I'm doing because they're either dead or hibernating. So, in the meantime, between time, we're gonna stack this wood and be cautious because these carpenter ants are violating, disrespectful. But we got to get the rest of this, these rounds. Getting through the harder pieces. Oh, we gotta lay her down. Lay her down. Come on. Ah! Yeah. Again. Light work. Light work. Come on. Put that work in. Stack it. Stack it. Stack it. Stack it as we see fit. Come on. Let's get through these rounds. These are the easier rounds. We got through the harder stuff. Just don't slow down. Yep. Let's go. This is oak right here. This is oak from the property. This is oak from our front yard. My wife and I. We moved here. We bought this property in 2019, and this is our third tree that we got taken down. All three trees were massive, massive oak trees that were here for at least 80 to 100 years. Because how do we know? Because I was out there counting the rings after they cut the tree down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tedious as hell, but counting the rings just to know how old these trees were. But these trees were dying because of a fungus that's native to New Jersey. And I'll show it to you up close if you need to see it. All right. So we're not just chopping down trees just for the hell of it, just for shits and giggles, just for firewood, because there's plenty of firewood around. But you see that fungus? This fungus right here has been killing trees in New Jersey. It's been getting in there, hollowing stuff out. And then aside from bugs that start to get in there and kill trees, but this fungus is killing trees. All right, so every year, every time it's like a big storm, limbs come down, and we just didn't want it coming down on the house, coming down on cars. There was one that came down on the driveway right where I parked my car. I just happened to be at work because I'm working so many hours, but I just happened to be at work when that big ass limb came down. And I was like, hell no. That's it. That's it. That's all, folks. I'm not parking there again, and we're getting that tree taken down. So we got that tree taken down. It was about a $1,200 to $1,500. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. We got it taken down and got that out the way. So this last tree was the one that was at risk for coming down on the house or our neighbor's house. So this is where you see limbs off of it. This is not the base of the tree. The base or trunk of the tree, it was so massive that I told him to just take it away. I said, if you're not gonna cut it into 16-inch rounds or less to make it easier for me, I don't want it, because my chainsaw bar is only 20 inches and it's gonna make hell on me. I still got so much other wood to cut. So just take it away. I'll get more wood. Pause. Work. Work, come on. All right, let's go. Let's hit this piece right here. It's a tall piece, but let's see, can we get through it? This one right here, this one is white oak. Let's see. Damn it. It's a tall piece right here. This ain't no 16-inch round. It might be a little bit taller. We're gonna get through it, but I don't know if this is an ideal piece, because I'll end up having to cut this again. Ooh, tough one too. Tall and tough. All right. Let's approach from the opposite side. Approach from the opposite side. Let's see. Let's see what you're made of. Oh, tough one. Damn. Come on. Got him. Finally got him. Cracked him. Cracked him. Let's lay this down. Cracked him. Lay it down again. Or shall we stand it up? Let's see. If she stands, we'll crack it. We'll chop it. Nice. Count it. Count it. Beautiful. All right. Again, it's got to get hit in at least 3 more pieces. Let's work. Work. Again. Work. All right, I might have to lay this one down. It's gonna be awkward laying it down at this angle because it's like a complete triangle of a piece. So if I can get it to stand up, that'll be a lot better. So I can hit it again. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, I can take that. Pause. All right, let's go. Let's work. Keep working. Come on, we gotta get through the rest of these rounds. I'm losing daylight. Losing daylight. Come on. It's a race for the rest of these pieces. Come on. I don't care if I get them all stacked, as long as I get them all cut. Come on. Work. Come on, get them cut before I lose daylight. Let's work. Sorry if I'm not getting to the comments. I got work to do. Come on. Got work. Come on. Work. Come on, work. Get out of my way. Come on. Gotta get this done. Yeah. Okay, let's hit this one again. And we're gonna hit this one again. We're gonna lay them both down, but we're gonna hit them again. Okay, I'll take it. That works. This one again. No. Again. Damn. This. Hit, but one more time. Let's see. So this one don't want to stand up really. Let's see. From the top. Okay, better off from the top. Let's work. Got to get these rounds done. Came out here with the intention of getting all these rounds done for today. Every day we got to make progress, because if not, I'm not going to get all the firewood cut. And it's my job as the man of the house, come out here and get this done. Can't leave it to the wife and kids, right? Must not, cannot. My son's not old enough. When he's old enough, he's gonna come out here and he's gonna come out here and chop wood with dad. But right now, come on. Chip the piece off. Let's see if this stands up. All right, if it stands, we'll hit it. All right, my son is 4, so he's not coming out here and chopping nothing by himself. So it's up to dad. Come out here and get the job done. Come on, we got work to do. We got work. Work. Chip. Come on. Count it. That's cool. One more time. All right, let's work. Come on. We're getting there. We got a nice amount more pieces, but we're on the tail end, because these are not the more difficult pieces to cut. All right, each piece one more time. If it's easier, lay her down. All right, my baby, get out the way. Lay her down. You know? That's cool. All right, right? Sing her a love song, man. Come on, let's go. Got to get through this batch, because I got no batches. Today, I dedicated to chopping wood. Tomorrow, I got to go out there and trellis over 100 tomato plants. And that has to get done, because my tomatoes are busting. My tomato plants are breaking the vines. The tomatoes are breaking the vines because they're so heavy and they don't have trellising past a certain point. So I gotta go out there and trellis tomorrow. So I'm probably not gonna be on a live, because that one enclosure is so far from the Wi-Fi on the property that the live, it goes weird and it doesn't feed properly. So you're not gonna be able to see what I'm doing. But I have close to maybe like 120 tomato plants that I have to go back there and trellis, because there's so many tomatoes on them. The tomatoes are so big and ripe that they're breaking the vines. And it has trellising, it just doesn't have updated trellising. So I like keep trellising them every couple weeks, because they're growing so big and massive, pause, that, you know, they're getting out of control. So I gotta bring them back into control. And that's just the tomatoes. That's not counting like cucumbers and pause and peppers and all types of other stuff. Beautiful. We're making good timing, I think, for the sun going down. Work. Yeah. We're gonna hit these both. This one gonna go maybe in 3, this one in half. Come on, let's work. Beautiful. All with the council 6. Again, Daniel, son. Beautiful. Love it. You can see it's eating right through that wood. All right. And burying itself into my base piece. It's a good axe, a good splitting axe. Really good. Nice. That's what I like to see. Should we stand it up? It's an awkward cut right there on the top. We got it done though. Awkward cut at the top or not, we got it done. Come on now. Finish the job. We're getting there. Work. Finish the job. Yeah. I could split this one by hand. I don't know if I want to. I'm in there. I'm in there. Count it. Count it. Lay them down both. Good. Get out the way. Now I gotta stand this one up. Beautiful. Work. Come on now. Finish strong. Finish strong. Yep. Come on now. One more time. This piece. One more time. Gotta make it good for stacking. I don't know. That one flew. Bounced off. We gotta go and double check that one. Leaving no stone unturned. We're gonna hit this one again. This one try to get away from me. It's still good. Solid piece, but it might take an extra year or 6 months versus hitting it again and just busting it in half and it drying when it needs to. Beautiful. Good solid hit right there. All right, let's get these 2 pieces. Let's work. Okay, chipped it. And we're not swinging hard right now. This is like 35%. This is not swinging hard at all. These are easy pieces to cut. All right. More of like limbs than the trunk of the tree. So I'm not like putting too much effort into this. I don't have to. Should we hit this one again? One more time. Let's see. Beautiful. And that's why I keep burying into my base piece, because it's so easy to get through. We got 3 more pieces. All right. Keep working. Keep working. Finish the job, son. Finish the job. One more time for this. If we can get it right down the middle. Beautiful. That's what I like to see. Finish the job, son. Now this one is awkward on the top because of the way I had to cut it to get it there. But let's see. All right, so that angle is going to make it more difficult for me to get after it. But let's see. If we can do it, we can do it. Because it can only stand from this side. Got it. Nailed it. Nailed it. Now we just want to lay it down. Beautiful. All right, cool. Last piece. Last piece. Now you can see, hopefully you can see, it still got the awkwardness from when they cut the tree down. It's like a cut down this way, it's flat, and then we got that ridge on the top. But let's see how it cuts. We can chip away at it. Probably got a couple carpenter ants in there too. No dice coming from the middle. No dice. But hit, oh, yup. Oh, brolic ass carpenter ants. So we let this piece sit and it starts to get some splitting on it. And because it's been split for a while, carpenter ants are in there. I hit it one time and I look at the other end and I seen some carpenter ants that's been in there hitting the gym, brolic, sitting there, not missing a leg day in life that just came out of the bottom. They not missing arm day, leg day, any of that. Those are some brolic carpenter ants that just came out the bottom. So I gotta be careful because they'll violate. But we're gonna get this piece split so they can get lost. If I can split this firewood, them carpenter ants tend to get lost. But until then, we got to respect them. And if I see them, I stay out their way. Like I said, them carpenter ants are like stick-up kids. Come on, let's see. Come from a different angle. Got a piece off of it. Come on. That's all we need. That first piece offering, and then we chip around it. Got another chip. Oh my goodness, those are some big carpenter ants, man. Ah, damn. I'm telling you, they don't miss leg day, arm day, none of that. They are brolic. I don't want no problems with them. I saw a spark there. All right. We got to come again. Last piece. It's a tough one. And it's riddled with carpenter ants. All right. We got to pick our pocket. Pick your pocket. Come on. 6-pound axe right here. Work. Work. Come on. Get that big piece off of there. Lay this down. Split it in half. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. We're going to make the ants vacate. Work. We got a chip off of there. Again. Work. Layer down. Again. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Yes, sirski. Come on. Thor's hammer. Let's go. Up. Yeah. Again, Thor's hammer. That's what I'm talking about. This is good, solid. Everything looks valid. Everything looks valid. All right, we done. As far as the splitting goes, we're done. All right, now it's time to stack it. Finish stacking. Let's check the comments. We're done splitting. We just stacking now. All right, everything was valid. All right. I'm allergic to ants. Shuriken Zone, man. The Shuriken Zone, man. My boy, my brother, my friend, man. If you're enjoying the stream, please press the like button. Always so supportive, man. And that brother has great content. You know, I didn't know so much about tea before I started watching the Shuriken Zone. And not only is he so good at throwing and almost like a master at throwing both shurikens, he is the most versatile person I've ever seen in my life in teas, herbal teas, all types of teas, Japanese teas, and teas from around the world. That he made me, you know, go back into, you know, drinking tea, because I started to get away from it a little bit for some time, and then I was like, you know, you can get lost if you're not staying focused on what you're doing and why you're doing it. But yeah, Shuriken Zone, He's like a tea connoisseur, man. And much respect to his channel. Go check it out. Go check him out. He is super knowledgeable and versatile and different herbal teas and all different types of teas from around the world, man. I was amazed. I'm still amazed in awe of his knowledge of tea. All right. Because I think there's medicinal benefits, and it's just a healing and calming effect for tea, for different teas. And you can make tea out of so many different things, flowers and plants and so on and so forth. Let's stack this firewood right here. Just finished splitting. Putting in that work daily. All right. So I put in my 9 to 5. I put in my hours 9 to 5. This is my 5 to 9. And I pride myself on trying to build myself up so that I can work myself away from my 9 to 5 and build something that's more of mine. All right. So, you know, definitely hit that like and subscribe button, because I'm working on my 5 to 9. I think everybody's 5 to 9 is what, and it's just more of like a concept. It doesn't matter so much like the hours that you actually work, but basically saying your time away from your job that pays the bills and such. You know, are you building something? Excuse me. Are you building something that you are proud of? Building something that you can sustain your family, or help build something outside of you having to show up and trade your time for money, because time is your most valuable asset. So the more you can work towards earning your time back in life, you know, and not becoming a slave to the company, you know, for lack of a better term, you're a slave to the 9 to 5, the hamster wheel. All right. So the more work you're willing to put in for your 5 to 9, the more you're earning back your time, earning back your hours of life, so that you can have something that you're proud of and something that you can pass on to your kids, you know, whether it be information, tangible assets, you know, something that, a system, or whatever the case may be. You know, I think everybody should be working on their 5 to 9. We're picking up all this firewood and just stacking it. And we're going to burn this probably next year. We're going to check on the season, you know, how much this is seasoned next year. All right. They say oak and certain woods take 3 years to season. All right. When I looked it up, I'm not sure if that was season cut or season just cut into rounds. Was it split or just cut into rounds, which takes 3 years for it to season? All right. I know splitting it smaller, the smaller you split it, the quicker it dries. We know that. But splitting it into pieces like this right here, does it take 3 years to season? I don't know. This is my first year splitting firewood, but I'm getting after it. All right. I got at least 5 cords of wood right now split. So whenever that seasons is when I'm going to start burning wood inside the house for firewood. In the meantime, I'm going to be burning wood outside of the house and cooking outside. So at least we can offset the electricity bill, the heating bill, the AC bill, or whatever it is for being able to cook outside. So likely I'm cooking more in the summer, like right now, and we can cut down on our electricity bill, because instead of, like, let's say like boiling water, you get a lot of humidity, a lot of moisture in the air, and a lot of heat because you got to cook it on high. All right. So how much more air conditioning do you think your house is going to need in the middle of summer when it's 85, 90 to 100 degrees or 100 degrees plus? How much do you think you're going to be able to save on energy if you can boil something outside versus inside for free? You can cook it outside for free, or you can heat the house up, all right, because you want to be lazy and not go outside and process some free firewood. All right, I say free because all this was free. I just had to put in a little bit of effort. All right, some people are not willing to put in effort. They want to make excuses. No, it takes so long, blah 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 blah. You got time, and I don't want to hear you don't have time, because there's some time during the day where you do something that's not worthwhile. You listen to some bullshit, you're doing some BS, you're playing a video game, whatever it is. You got time that you can replace with doing BS, that you come out here and process some free firewood and lower your home costs, your home heating, air conditioning, whatever the case may be. I don't know. You got time, all right? Because as the adage goes, the things that you care for, the things that you value, you make time for. All right? People don't have time for stuff that they don't value. But if it's something that you care about, you make time for it. If you got time to scroll on your phone, you got time to know what's the current trend, what people are talking about on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, whatever the platforms are. I don't go on these platforms, so I don't know. But if you know what somebody's saying on any of these platforms, you got time to put that work in right here. You got time, because you're wasting time. All right? And your time is finite on earth. I'm telling you, time is the most valuable asset. Don't waste it. All right? If you know what any trends or current dumb news, who's trending or whatever the case may be, you got time to follow that and listen to that. You got time to put in work for your 5 to 9. This is my 5 to 9 right here. Growing my own food, teaching my family, my kids. All right, so right now, currently, my kids, I don't sit here and do so much preaching to them, because they don't necessarily learn like that. But they learn by just seeing me and my wife out here. Me and my wife, we're out here in the garden every single day, every morning. More my wife than me, because I'm out, paying the bills and making that money with my 9 to 5, and the wife is home managing, a lot of the gardens, the food forest. I call them food forests, not gardens. I call them food forests because we have trees and shrubs and all types of stuff. So we got like 30 fruit trees, maybe a little bit more than 30 fruit trees right now. And I had a wife maintaining that stuff. So I put them all on the ground, and do all that stuff. And on the weekends and after work, I come home and maintain a lot of that stuff. But during the day, she's home handling the day-to-day with the kids. She's a stay-at-home wife, okay? All right, so when I come home, I put that work in. I come home and do my chores. This is part of my chores. This is part of just what I have to do, because I know it has to be done. Put that work in. All right, I got all my wood cut for the day. My chores are done for the day. I put that work in, as you can see, and we are steps closer to being self-sustainable. Please stop yelling. All right, so y'all see this wood right here. All right, so we stacking the firewood. All right, I got my post right here. We got my pallets on the bottom, and you see we working our way down. All right, we got a bunch of firewood stacked right there. All right, and then we got a ton more that we got to get to. These are trees I got to get in the ground. Some laurels, some green giants. All right, some more green giants right here, and a ton more firewood that we still have to get to. Okay, this is a lot of firewood. I ain't gonna lie, this is a lot of firewood. All right, I've been getting to it. I've been knocking it down. I've been getting to it. All right, it's a lot less than when it started, because when it started, it was twice as much. But I've been getting to it, cutting up these rounds right here. We got a lot of rounds to get to. All right, and that just travels down further and further down there. And then we got our cords of wood right here. And the firewood still is stacked Stack, 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 stack. And then we got some cords right there. But we got work to do. Come on, we're gonna keep putting in that work. Hit that like and subscribe button. Backyard Lumberjack. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.